Brand new episode starts right now. Welcome right to another edition of the Liquor Talk podcast. This is the men's only round, the last men's only round for season 5 of Liquor Talk, ladies and gentlemen. This is also the fan appreciation episode. We appreciate all the people that subscribe, that hit play, that show love to the episode. But right now, this is the last men's only round. And first up, I got to introduce our guest tonight, podcasting out of the DMV. He is the host of that Real Talk with Tim podcast, making his first Liquor Talk appearance. It's my dog, Tim. Welcome to the men's only round, and welcome to Liquor Talk. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for having me, yo. For those who don't know, my name is Tim, host of the Real Talk with Tim podcast. My podcast is about love, life, and relationships. Anything about love, anything about life, anything about relationships. Currently in season 5. Season 5 is almost at its end. And, we're going to wrap that up soon. Look, if you want to become a listener, go binge listen to seasons 1 through the current season. You'll witness the growth. In season 1, I was not just coming on the scene though, but just putting my podcast on these platforms and stuff like that. But I will say this: if you listen to 1 through now, you will hear the growth. You will see the growth and hear the growth. I promise you that.
Introduce everybody else. All right, podcast out of Atlanta. He's not only the host of the Hear Me Out podcast, he's also
One second, not to cut y'all off. The audio is bad. Y'all staticking. Somebody's staticking. Hello?
Yeah, I hear a lot of static too.
I can't hear you, Vic.
Can you hear me now?
You're very low.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear me now?
There you go.
All right. Sorry about the audio difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Marco, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. Out here in the ATL, doing my thing. As Vic said, hosting 2 podcasts, Open Relationship Podcast, and Still Hear Me Out. I know it's been a while since y'all seen and heard me, but we back on the scene.
And last but not least, my brother joining me from hosting the Book of Clarity podcast. It's my brother. He's the voice of reason on here. Juggy, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm big time, man. I appreciate the love as always, joining everybody on the podcast. And I'm so glad that we got to have Hollywood Marco in the mix. Finally, I know he done signed a big contract over there, Tyler Perry now.
Hey,
now he got time to come spend time with the peoples. You feel me?
Yes.
So I'm glad to have him here.
One thing I've always learned, you always got to show love to people that you grew with and raised with. So, I'm always going to be here.
That's always, we all say the same thing, that when we make it, we're going to take everybody with us. That's the goal, because other cultures, they do it as well. They look out for their own as well. As soon as one makes it, they always take everybody with them. While us black people can't be doing that, but we got to change that,
Yeah, we do got to change that. And I think we're doing a better job of it. There's more black millionaires in our generation and younger than there has ever been before in the history of the U.S. So, man, I'm excited. Let's do it.
Shout out to Tyler Perry, man.
Yo, he just bought BET and VH1.
Yes,
he bought VH1 too?
Man,
well, VH1 is under the BET umbrella.
That dude is filthy rich, man.
Yeah.
That man came up, man, from being homeless to now you own BET and VH1.
Hey, look, all I need is an opportunity to work with that dude. I don't care if I gotta bring him coffee, dog. Like, I'm telling you.
Hey,
I'm
Is he?
hoping.
Is
I'm
Tyler a
hoping
bill? He got the bees. Is he a billionaire now?
I
He
think
been a
he is.
billionaire. He been a
I
billionaire.
think he
Been a
might be a
billionaire.
billionaire.
He been a
Dang.
billionaire.
He been a billionaire?
He been a billionaire, man.
Oh,
Oh man, I'm
That dude, filthy rich.
Yeah,
dang.
he's stupid rich. You know what I'm saying? He's stupid rich to go ahead and just drop the money for BT like it's nothing.
Man, hey, look, it's gonna be interesting to see what he do with VH1 because I don't think a lot of people viewed VH1. You know what I'm saying? So he already got the BET. He already had BET on lockdown because he got a lot of shows that come on BET Plus, and so VH1. That dude always writing. You know what he said? He said when he's working and he's writing and stuff like that, he said he be on an island. Like he isolate himself from everything. Like no electronics, no nothing. All he got is pen and pad, and he write his shows out. He write all that. Like that dude be working, man. That's why you never see him like go on Instagram live communicating with fans and doing all that stuff all these other celebs do because he always working. He's ahead of the game. He's like 3,000 steps ahead of everything.
Wow,
Yes,
I like
sir.
that. That's very interesting. I got to look that up. I want to look into that a little bit. That's a very interesting method of like getting into his mode where he never gets that writer's block or that writer's burnout that a lot of writers get, especially at that level. When you get to that level, most people are just busy being the CEO. Like the fact that he's actually still writing, even though he's already at the top of the food
you know what I'm saying?
chain.
Because a lot of people, once they get to that level, they like, well, I'm at this level. I could just go hire somebody. You know what I'm saying? I can have a whole ensemble of people. But he like, no, I'm gonna do these ideas myself. Marco, what were you trying to say?
I think this is going to bring a lot of more job openings to more creatives. I said this on my podcast. I really hope that we get BET back to where it was 106 in Park, late night, or even like revamp it with like late night podcast shows, different writers in the room.
That'd be tight. That'd be tight.
Yeah, that would be
like great. I hope he taps into like the indie people that, like my boy said, like they just want a chance, and when we get that chance, we're gonna do the best we can, and we're not gonna fuck this up. So
I'm
hoping and praying he do something like that.
It's interesting that we're talking about writing because there's currently a strike going on with the Writers Guild in America. I think a lot of the prominent writers like Spencer Brunson, they're still on strike because the big Hollywood corporations, Warner Brothers, Sony, 20th Century Fox, so on and so forth, they basically, they don't give these people a living wage. They might get like, $18, $19 an hour, and a job only lasts for the duration of the season of whatever show or movie that you happen to be doing. You don't have any benefits in a lot of cases, or you have to work years and years and years to get those benefits. And in my mind, I'm like, dang, even regular jobs after 3 months, at least you can, if you want to purchase your benefits, you can at least have the option to purchase the benefits. But a lot of them are just working per diem. So it'll be interesting to see, how Tyler Perry works that. I know he's been accused in the past of not paying some of his talent and some of his production staff properly. And we all know about them wigs that he be making women wear.
I never heard that about Tyler Perry.
I've never heard that either.
You never heard that?
Nah,
yeah,
you know who I did hear that about?
Who?
Lee Daniels.
Yes, I heard that about Lee Daniels.
It's a video. It's a video, and it's a video going around of y'all know Dame Dash. Apparently, around the time where Precious came out, the movie Precious with Lee Daniels. I think that Lee Daniels did that. Yeah, Lee Daniels did that.
Yeah, that was Lee Daniels.
So look, it's a video of Dame Dash and Lee Daniels talking on stage. And you hear the audio, you hear Dame Dash tell Lee Daniels, you hear him say, you pay me my money back. When you gonna pay me my money? I fronted you the money to, for Precious, and Precious, obviously did good, so he ain't pay him his money back. So you hear them going back and forth. You see them going back. It's a video. see them going back and forth, and you see Lee Daniels like, "I'm gonna pay you your money. I'm gonna pay you your money." I don't know what the fallout from that was, but I'm just saying, there's a video out there. So
I know what video you're talking about. I saw it too.
yeah,
I just
it's
hope
like they
it
on
goes
stage
big.
or something. Yeah.
I've heard a lot of stuff about Lee Daniels, and I never really, I guess I didn't really look at him in a positive light from all the issues that he had with Monique. That just got resolved relatively recently.
Yeah, she had a problem with
Resolved,
everybody.
quote unquote. So it's when I see that, like, it just let me know, like, if you don't have it in writing, like, people still be doing these verbal deals, still be doing what we had an agreement. In Hollywood, if it's not on paper, in business, if it's not on paper, it didn't happen.
Basically.
So I know some courts, depending on the context, they'll allow you to uphold a verbal agreement depending on the industry. But I don't think they're doing that in Hollywood. If you don't have no contract, you might be SOL. Hence the whole reason why the Writers Guild is protesting and holding out right now in the first place. So
yeah, I hope they get resolved. I hope that all gets resolved. I hope the writers get paid, because I didn't realize that they were making living wages just like us. I knew that. I figured they were making a little bit more. I thought they was making just as much as the actors, but I see they're making just a regular living wage. And nowadays, you kind of need that,
Especially living in LA. Man, you live in LA as a writer, and you're getting
Lord have mercy,
below what the living wage would be. I mean, you guys have seen the tent city and stuff out there. It's crazy, man. There's no way that you got Universal. Imagine Universal giving you $20 an hour, and you wrote 4 or 5 seasons of a show that's extremely successful and lucrative.
Man,
and you were on the primary writers of that show. You'd feel some type of way. I saw a TikTok, like they're the longer TikTok videos now. I saw where one of the writers, she went through the entire process of how hard it is to become a writer, and then you have to just kind of get what they pay you because you sacrifice so much to write for them that you had to just go ahead and go through with it so you have credits to your name. But yeah, it's a beast out here, man. Capitalism.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, I always respected Tyler Perry. A lot of people don't respect the dude. I don't know. It's because of the type of content he put out. Some people feel like he tries to favor more of the women, his female fans and stuff. They feel like some of the things that he put out and I will say a lot of things that he do put out is kind of predictable, but as a black man, I still respect the dude because he kind of taking over Hollywood. Like at this point, whenever you see written, directed, produced by Tyler Perry, that shit gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like at this point, it's gonna do something. This man has never put out anything that ain't do good. Now that's how regardless, like all four of us right now can say we don't like something that he did. Every single thing he put out do good. Like, how can we hate on that? Because we all where we at, regardless of where we at, and he's where he's at. So who are we to say that he's doing something wrong?
You know what it is? The reason why some of us hate it is sometimes we have this crabs in the barrel bucket syndrome, meaning we can't accept the fact that somebody that looks like us is doing something big like that. So sometimes we will find something to hate about. But I agree. Sometimes I've said that myself. It does feel like he favored men, but I can respect his hustle and his grind, his perseverance to not keep going, to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? That I can respect. You know what I'm saying? To go from being homeless and sleeping in your car, and as tall as he is, I'm a tall dude myself, but I'm like, it's not fun sleeping in a car, you know what I'm saying? Because I've had to do it too. To go from that to now you fucking own BT, that's amazing. I gotta give him his flowers for that.
Hey, you know what? I heard somebody say because Steve Harvey got the same story too. The whole homeless thing, sleeping in the car and all that shit. I've heard people doubt Tyler Perry's story. They say they was like, this man ain't been homeless. This man ain't sleeping in no car. Steve Harvey be saying the same shit. I heard somebody also say that sometimes people say that shit so they can so their story and their journey can sound more like motivational for people who wanna come up too. So it's just like me, like right now, right? I can honestly tell y'all, like this is no shade to anybody who's ever had it hard or who ever been homeless and stuff like that. But I can honestly tell y'all, I ain't never been homeless, right? If I was to make it big, if Revolt TV reached out to me or somebody reached out to me and they say, "Hey man, we want to give you a deal, do your shows and stuff like that," blah blah blah, I could I could get on I could get on YouTube and be like, "Yeah man, I was homeless, I was sleeping in my car and." Who gonna believe me? Like I can say that shit, and that's gonna have y'all like, oh man, this dude was sleeping in his car. Oh man, like that could be a whole lot. Like who. But I'm not here to be like, oh, he lying or nothing like that. That's just what I heard. But I'm not here to say he lying. He might be telling the truth. It's
But
still
my question to
it
people
still is
is,
motivational regardless.
yeah,
But I
my
get
only
into it.
question, before I get to what I'm gonna say, shout out to Cudjoe. He just came on. Cudjoe, the excellence, out of Ohio. He just came on with us. One thing I will say is like, who are these people out here proving that this man wasn't sleeping in his car? Were you living with him? Were you there with him? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can't be out here proving that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know how it feels. Because I lived it before. But you can't be like, oh, he didn't do that. You don't know that. You weren't there with him. So you just go ahead and live your life, man, because it is what it is. All right, fellas.
Speaking as somebody before, I don't know how long before, I don't know if what I cut into, but speaking as somebody who has actually done that, and I guess technically still is doing that, yeah, that's a big accusation if you want to try to accuse somebody of saying they didn't do that. That's a real thing. Like when you got to figure out where you gonna sleep at, where the car got to get parked so that you don't, so that you don't get knocked on the door by some random person or even a cop. That's a real life, and I would never like assume somebody didn't do that. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all can't doubt nothing nobody in Hollywood say, to be honest. Because, like I said, who the hell are we to say whether they lying or not? All we can do is go. All we can do is go off their word, unless we see otherwise.
Mm-hmm. That's real. That's all we can do.
And that's all people do anyway, is make accusations about people in Hollywood. Like it's almost miserable at a point. Like what the fuck? It's almost like everything that happened in Hollywood, whether it's somebody telling a story about their journey or whatever, all fans do is make up theories, man. Like we do that shit about shows too. Like we make up theories on what we think gonna happen or what we think is going on. Like we make up theories all the fucking time. And I know it's annoying as hell to some of these celebs that be doing interviews and stuff. I know when they be on the internet and they be seeing all these rumors and stuff, they be like, "Oh shit, so I really did this? Okay." Like I know they be annoyed as hell. So this world is crazy. This world is crazy, man.
Yes, this world is crazy. Shout out to celebrities that will get on Twitter and check people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. I got major respect for them because they will get on Twitter and tell you, no, I did not do that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. The more you drink, the better we sound. This podcast sounds a whole lot better when you have some alcohol in your hand. Drink responsibly, ladies and gentlemen, because we ain't paying for you.
Drink responsible, ladies and gentlemen.
Unless you're at home and then you can get drunk as fuck.
What you said, Marco?
I said, unless you're at home and then you can get drunk as fuck.
Yes, that too. This is the last men's only round for season 5. You know what I'm saying? So we shout out to everybody that came through the men's only round, that came to hang out with the fellas. So shout out to everybody. All right, fellas, let's get into some things. Do y'all know that June is Men's Health Month? And we gotta talk about that.
We don't know that.
Y'all don't know that?
I learned about the Alphabet Gang Month. That's all I heard.
There you go. That's it. That's the reason why. And that's the reason why nobody knows that this is Men's Health Month.
Hey, you know
Is
what?
that something? Isn't that something though?
It is something. And I didn't know that because I honestly been thinking about my health a lot, man. Because I'm 36 years old. And I know the older you get, the more health problems you have, right? So and the more you have to pay attention to your health.
Mhm.
You know, when it comes to this whole watching what you eat thing, man, let me tell you something, man. First of all, it feels like ain't nothing safe to eat. Nothing.
It damn sure don't.
Absolutely nothing. At this point, it all comes down to like what you do after you eat something. Like, let's just say you go eat Chick-fil-A or something, right? Chick-fil-A ain't as bad as McDonald's, but let's just say you go eat Chick-fil-A. You may you may have to, like, I don't know, maybe detox after you eat the fast foods that you ate for that day or something. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody told me it ain't about what you eat, it's about what you do after you eat that thing. But I don't know, maybe that was just some bullshit they were saying.
I mean,
Nope, that sounds true.
Yeah. So I'm like, because I find myself like, I'm like, damn, maybe I gotta stop eating at a certain time of the day. Now I gotta drink more water. Now I have to. I'm gonna try to go to one of these GNC stores and go get me one of them. Get some detox things going on because I don't pick up some weight, man. And I
Man,
don't. And,
you know, listen, you don't even have to do that. You just go on TikTok and you can look up natural detoxes, and sometimes
and
you
somebody's
might
gonna have
have
a
to buy
video.
a fruit or something like that.
Yeah,
I would say
everybody on TikTok got a video or something.
so. I would definitely say for me, I know something that's worked for me personally, and I know it's worked for other people as well. Is go on a fast.
Mm-hmm.
You go on a water fast for 3 days. Only drink water. It would change the relationship you have with food. The other thing I say is if you're able to, if you're physically able to, everybody's not. I understand people have different conditions. If you're able to exercise, if you exercise cardio, that will force you to consider everything you putting in your mouth because it's some things that you eat. And if you try to work out a couple hours after you eat something that is high in carbs or high in fat, man, and you feel all of the stuff you ate. And
You
I
do.
mean, all of you feel like you want to die.
See, which is why personally I work out. I usually get my workout in the morning. You know, so I'll go ahead and get out of the way before I eat stuff. But Marco, how do you feel about men's health and where we at with it?
I feel like we as men, we're good at it. Me personally, I'm not the best. I will say that.
None of us are, man.
Man, we appreciate the honesty, man.
But
None of us are.
A lot of people
honestly,
gonna get on here talking about they eat salads and vegetables and.
But people don't be realizing salads be just as bad as a burger and fries.
Depending on what you put on it.
Really?
Depending on what you put on it. You know what I'm saying? If you get the Cobb salad with the fried chicken, spicy chicken from Chick-fil-A, and you put the honey mustard sauce on top of that mug, I mean that's more calories almost than the burger and the waffle fries.
Y'all know where I get salad from? I get salad from Giant. Y'all got Giant in y'all neighborhoods?
Mm-mm.
we got
Where
Publix.
No,
Y'all don't. Hold on.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Where everybody from? First of all,
Listen, two of us are from Florida. One of us is in Georgia, and the other one's in Ohio.
oh shit.
I got Giant Eagle, not Giant.
I got.
I don't know if that's two
So
different things.
y'all don't have Giant. What's Giant Eagle?
I mean,
Giant Eagle sounds like the flying version of the store you talking about.
A flying version?
I guess it's a grocery store, so it's it's a competitor to Kroger. But if you ever heard of Kroger, I know some of y'all heard of Kroger.
I heard of Kroger.
I heard about Kroger.
I've heard Kroger
Okay.
too. Kroger trying
Giant Eagle is basically the same thing.
So these grocery stores y'all have, do they have salad bars?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
No, I know Whole Foods, they got a salad bar, but sometimes after COVID, you're like, do I really trust the damn salad bar?
All right, so let me say this. So the giant grocery store where I live, they have a salad bar. They got the iceberg lettuce, the little spinach looking joint. Like it's just all the
kale.
all of the kale, yeah. They got all the different type of lettuces, right? So I get iceberg lettuce and I get tomato, I get cucumbers, I get eggs, I get crab meat, I get what else I get?
Okay.
And I think I sprinkle some bacon bits all over that joint. And then I put French dressing on there. That's how I make my
bacon bits
salad.
is your calories.
Huh?
The bacon bits is your calories.
Yeah, but I don't put a lot on there though.
And even if that's the case, if he's going to work out, I'll say this: as somebody who has to work out because I perform every Saturday at 7 p.m. I have a moniker called Energy Incarnate. I have to watch what I eat. If I don't eat the right foods, by the time Saturday 7 p.m. come, y'all gonna see the sluggish version of Cudjoe the Excellence, and I'm just not gonna have that. I don't operate that way. So when I go to Kroger, so my store is Kroger. When I go to Kroger, they got a veggie plate, and then they have that same salad bar you're talking about. But I think it's for me, it's more like a kind of they call it a spring blend. You got the baby spinach, the kale, the arugula, and I think there's romaine lettuce in there. Those are the top four. I think there's maybe two others in there. But I'll eat that damn near either on a sandwich, or what I do now is I'll take some beans, put it in the microwave, mix them all up together, and then eat it that way. The veggie plate comes with carrots, broccoli, and tomatoes most of the time. And so that'll be my whole meal, mainly for the whole week, and I'll eat the same thing every day.
So,
I'll either
so,
eat
so,
that with some chicken or other stuff to get my protein.
yeah. So tell me this. So you said every Saturday you perform, you do something, you perform, right? So
Right.
look, so look, tell us from Sunday through Friday. Tell us about your everyday routine of eating. Like, what are you eating in the morning? What are you eating in the evening? What are you eating in at night? What time do you stop eating? What's your eating schedule like?
So I work overnight. So let's start. Literally, I start my work night
Feel your
Sunday night.
pain, dog. I hate to tell, but
Yeah.
I definitely feel your pain, and I will say,
I was,
work overnight will fuck up your diet. But continue.
it really can. It really can. So I try to go as far away from processed as possible. So let's start with while I'm at work. While I'm at work, I might go to the meat section and just grab like a couple of slices of meat. I might not cook it. I might not do anything to it. I might just roll it up and eat it that way. Probably around some of those veggies that I told you about, the arugula. I might wrap it around some broccoli or something and eat it that way. Or I'll just eat it by itself. As far as I like my little chip, I like my little drink. I do drink on soda. I'll have a lot of people tell me I shouldn't drink that, but I feel like indulging, get my sugar rush a little bit, stuff like that. It keeps the night going. I get off work, I go in, I have ginger water, or I'll have lemonade or lemon or limeade, and I'll have like a little dash of like Kool-Aid mix in there. So I'll do that. Again, we're back again with the veggie plate, and we're doing like a veggie plate, meat, and then maybe some beans. This week I did that same thing but with rice and chips. And so it's almost like it was like a dip, but it wasn't all the craziness in the dip. Beans, rice, the chip, the chicken. And I did that every single day. And that was two times. One time when I get home, get some work done or sleep. I've been doing a lot of sleeping this week. But get all that done and then go that the whole week, and then maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, indulge in maybe some little like kind of like a cheat day. But of course, the whole week, ideally, I'm supposed to be working out in between these meals. I'll have my little cheat day maybe on Thursday, maybe on Friday. Sometimes not at all, or if I just need that quick meal, and even then, I try to again stay as close to like just a simple burger, nothing too crazy, nothing too flamboyant.
Yeah.
We talked about Chick-fil-A earlier. I would recommend the kale. They have something called a kale crunch. That's pretty
Kale
awesome.
crunch salad.
Yeah, over at Chick-fil-A, I definitely recommend that. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's my day to day. That's my mainly in my meals. I have to incorporate some kind of veggie, some kind of every. I didn't mention it, but I have fruit in there too. So
Hey
that's the
man,
day to day.
you know what I told myself today, man. I told myself this a bunch of times in the past, and I always seem to just forget what I said. But after today, I'm fucking done with McDonald's, man. Forever,
Everybody says that, man. You know
forever,
what?
forever.
Everybody says that we're all done with McDonald's.
I'm
I've heard that
fucking
line
done, man.
so
I'm
many
fucking
times.
done. I'm
Hey,
fucking done.
for me,
But I
I,
need us to be done with McDonald's for real though, because McDonald's got to deal with the pharmaceutical companies, because McDonald's, all of them damn fast food companies probably got deals with pharmaceutical companies to be like, keep making this crappy food and jack up the price of the healthy stuff. So that way people eat on that for 20, 30 years, and then they got to get sick and stuff, and.
I'll say this, y'all, from my perspective. Everyone, especially people that live in our country, right?
Mhm.
You should be fasting at bare minimum once a month. No food. I promise that
Whoa! Wait a minute,
I
bro.
promise you
No
won't.
food.
Hey,
Hold
listen to me.
He said
Hold up,
no
hold up.
food, and that just drew the line.
Hey, I
Wait a
let
minute. I
y'all do
want to
y'all
make sure.
stuff.
I want to make
Hey,
sure I heard him right. Did you
let me
say?
put some gems.
I want to make sure. I just want to make sure I heard you right before you finish. Right? Did you say you fast for 1 month with no food?
No. You should
At least
fast
once
bare
a month.
minimum once a month.
With no
So
food?
once a month, you should fast at a bare minimum.
Oh shit! So
Hear me?
let
Hear me out.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Hear me out.
I'm bad.
We know that caffeine is addictive like hardcore drugs. Sugar is
Mm-hmm.
addictive by hardcore drugs. Most of our food has MSG in it that could cause cancer. We know most of our foods are sprayed by pesticides from Monsanto that could kill you too. We know that when we go out to eat, the portion sizes that we're being given, and let's be real, most of us go out to eat at least on the weekends, if not during the week. Most of us are not cooking every day, which is fine because that's just the way the system works. But they're giving you portion sizes as big as your stomach. Your stomach's supposed to be this big. It's how big your stomach's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this.
And a
I'm not
lot
gonna
of
lie,
shit
most of the
that
time my
we
stomach
eat
be
is
like
still
this.
sitting in our stomachs.
Right. So we got colon stuff like the rate of cancer for black men, colon cancer, right, is through the roof. No other ethnic group has colon cancer, diabetes, or high blood pressure like black men. We're dying at 40 years old. I have a friend. He's in his residency right now. He's younger than me. You know what he says that he sees at the hospital that he's doing his residency at? People our age dropping dead. Like
Wow.
guys
Cause
in their
we just
60s. So
eating any fucking thing and we put
we
them in
eating
our
any and
body.
everything. So what I'm telling everybody that's listening is this: get you some cucumbers, slice them up, put them in some water, drink it. Get you some slices of lime, put it in the water. You not necessarily. I know Cudjoe mentioned lemonade, which is fine. That's why I'm saying do that. Do that once a month. If you can't do 3 straight days without food, you feel like you can't do that, then do 6 a.m. to 3 p.m.
There it is. Did
Yeah,
that back
I've been
in.
No
doing the
food,
intermittent
only
fasting
water. Only
though.
allowed to drink water in that period. Do that for 3 to 4 days straight. I
Yes.
promise
I,
you that you won't die. Now, if you have health
I
conditions, and most of us should be going to the doctor getting checkups regularly. Most of us should be checking in with a nutritionist if it's in your health plan. It will change your life. My relationship with food had a paradigm shift when I started fasting and when I started watching what I eat when I do
piggyback off what you're talking about.
significant cardio. It will change your relationship with food, and it will change you for the better, because when you start to lose that weight that you didn't know you needed to lose and you move around better, you can think clearer and you're able to get more done in less time, you'll want to keep going. That's my word of advice.
Go ahead, Marco.
Let me ask. You said one time a month for 4 days from
At
6,
least once a month.
at least once a month from like 6 a.m. to 3 p.m.
If you can't do so, what you should be doing is not eating at all. Your body can heal itself. When you get a cut on your hand, right? If it's not too deep, your body, the platelets in your blood, right? They're going to fix that cut. They're going to cover it up so it stops bleeding, right? If you're healthy, right? So your body, if you stop eating, will get rid of the fats, get rid of the toxins, the headaches, maybe your nose runs, your sinus is a little off, your organs aren't breathing enough. It give a body a chance to reset. You'll be surprised at how much you're able to concentrate if you tell your body no for a period of time. Guaranteed to work.
You know what this all about? This is all about discipline. That's all it's about.
That's
Man,
discipline. Yep. Discipline 101.
It's
I
hard.
wanted
It's
to.
hard at our age. I don't know how old everybody else is in here, but
we
I'm
definitely in our
telling you right
30s. We
now,
definitely
at
in our
our
30s.
Everybody's in
age,
the 30s. I'm
33.
34, so
at our
I'm only 2
age
years
right
under you.
now, discipline is hard because we think we in control of our lives. We think we doing the right thing. We think we know what the fuck we talking about. We think we know the fuck we doing, but everything we doing and everything we saying, we really supposed to be doing the opposite. And that's why discipline is hard for us.
And discipline is also hard for us because some of us be grinding. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 jobs over here, so it's like sometimes it's like, where do you find the time to?
I'm at work right now, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, when it comes to fasting, the 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. So what I would do is I would eat. I think back when I was on the day shift, breakfast at 6 a.m. Don't eat nothing till 7. And then even at 7, I might be so tired because I was fasting, I end up falling asleep till like 9 and finally getting a chance to eat something. And you want to know what's sad about that time period? You want to talk about discipline? Your boy was eating Wendy's at 7. So it's not like I was fasting and doing anything good with it. So I
really just need to cut fast food out my fucking.
It's hard.
That'll be a great start.
It's hard. So let me ask y'all this: do y'all consider places like when I say fast food, do y'all consider places like you know how you go to one of these pizza spots and you get a personal pan? Y'all consider that fast food?
That's fast food, big dog.
Now, is that better than eating a burger from McDonald's, Wendy's, and
equal?
No, it's got more cholesterol because it got more. When you eat pizza have more cholesterol, so that cholesterol is literally clogging. You know that feeling where you know you want to lay back and just kind of go to sleep. And you ate you good 2 or 3 slices because them carbs are hitting your system so fast, raising your blood pressure.
So I want to ask y'all this: do y'all think it's not so much as to what we eating, but how much of it that we eating?
No, it's what you're eating too. What you're eating absolutely matters. If I wake up, I eat a banana, I have some grapes, maybe I have 2 eggs, nothing in it.
Maybe cucumbers.
2 boiled eggs. 2 boiled eggs.
Now, what I would like to eat, born and raised a Florida boy, is some grits, eggs with chopped vegetables and onions, sausage, bacon, orange juice, toasted bread with strawberry jam on there. That's what I would like to eat. But you know what happens when I eat that and I'm clocking in to work?
You get tired. Listen,
time to go to sleep.
Right, man. I remember I was at FAM and I learned the hard way. You do not get this Obama breakfast that they have this restaurant called O'Leary's. You do not get this Obama breakfast. They give you bacon, eggs, sausage, grits.
Hey man, you know what I'm about to start eating in the morning, man. I'm about to start eating 2 boiled eggs in the morning. That's what I'm about to start doing.
Honestly, what I do in the morning is all I eat is fruit in the mornings. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat nothing heavy.
I think 2 boiled eggs ain't bad though. I think if you eat that in the morning, you be good.
Can I say something real quick though too?
Yeah.
That I just thought about. There's a big issue that I see with my friends in my circle. We not drinking enough water, man.
That too.
Water? Oh.
I know people right now that say, I can't drink water, it tastes nasty.
If you don't shut the fuck up and drink that damn water.
We're not drinking. When you wake up
saying that.
When you wake up, you get 1 or 2 bottles of water. Automatic. Just back before you do anything else. Reset your body. Drink water. When you have cravings for something, you know you shouldn't have it. You know what'll kill it? You know what I just did earlier before we got on? And I wanted fast food instead of the cooked food I had in the kitchen. 2 bottles of water.
You know what else we should be doing also with water? We need to be drinking water with baking soda and salt. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, that'll let like the baking soda and the salt water, the Himalayan pink salt, that'll get the water to your the kidneys and to your tissues and stuff, because if you're drinking too much water, you're gonna drown your kidneys. What, Marco?
Dude, that's discipline level too high. That discipline level too high for that.
Vic, let me tell you, I respect the knowledge. I'm gonna take it all in, but I gotta start at fast food. Like
I tell you what, I ain't putting no baking soda in my water, bro.
Discipline level too high. Let's stop fast food first.
I'm trying to let me stop eating Chick-fil-A for breakfast. Let me get there, and then I'll let you know.
There you go.
I'm climbing up the ladder with you.
Then we'll see what the baking soda mixture is gonna look like. Baking soda with lemon skins.
You gotta walk me into it. Just don't throw me in the deep end. Like
I
I
can
don't
send
know
you
about
something on
that.
TikTok, man. I can send y'all things I be seeing on TikTok.
Hey, look. So this is a question though. When you go into a store, you buy a bottle of water, jug of water, whatever. What's the best kind of water to drink?
Spring water.
I
water.
drink spring water.
I just put it up a
Spring
minute ago. I'll
water.
do it again.
Listen,
Here it is right here.
Core, yeah, I like
Spring water
core. I like
because
core.
They say the alkaline water is for people with health issues.
They talk about the body's natural pH balance here, and so this is what I drink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
that
spring
core.
water.
I
Don't
like
get
that core
distilled.
joint. I like core and what's that joint? The Fiji water.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like the Fiji water. That joint good.
But it's hard to buy a whole bunch of them. Them things be expensive.
Yes, they do.
I drank that for a while.
And let's talk about that real quick. Hey, guess what? This is what I got a problem with, man. So, when you at work, depending on what kind of job you got, I know with my job, every time you get a pay raise, the cost of living go up, and all the food go up, gas go up. So it's like you never really seen your fucking money. So it's like, what the fuck is the point of making $20, $30, $40 an hour when while you're getting that, you gotta pay $6 a gallon. Fucking chicken is like $20 for 12 wings, and
that means it's time to invest. That means it's time to live below your means for a little bit and then invest. That was the biggest advice that I gave myself, and then went ahead and took it. You got to live below your means, like well below your means. I mean, we talked about celebrities being homeless. That's half the reason why they wanted to invest in their career. Being homeless was the best way to do it, and then they turn right around and take whatever money they're making extra and invest it back into, I don't know what the hell they're investing into, but they investing into something that's going to get them
there are apps that will tell
that money
you
back,
what these
or
celebrities
recurring
and
residual.
politicians be investing into, so they can track it down to what they're trading and stuff. I don't know about that shit. I have to learn about this shit myself, but I definitely feel you on the cost of everything is ridiculous. Now that we to the point now we're making 20 an hour, the shit's ridiculous because they gouging the rent and stuff, you know, and that's causing a lot of people to be homeless.
So this is Tim. What the questions you asked, great. Like transitioning to mental health, right? Because it makes us go crazy thinking about this stuff. There's so many different solutions to this, in my opinion. The way my mind is set up, and this is what book clarity is about, like political stuff, right? I'm just gonna put that on the shelf and put this over in the corner for now. So, to me, have you guys ever heard of a podcast called Earn Your Leisure? It's on YouTube. Look up Earn Your Leisure. I was just listening to a podcast last night. It's a little over an hour long. It's a lady named Dr. Jamita. She was on with the host, and she was talking about how she sold her grandma's house in Philly. Okay. You know the old adage, don't never sell grandma's house, keep grandma's house for the generational wealth, right? She sold her grandma's house and eventually came up on having over 500 acres of land under her portfolio. One thing that we got to learn how to do is that we can all invest. You can get on IG right now for all the guys, or even gals that may be listening to this. Go on IG, follow the Wall Street Trapper. He'll regularly put on sale his course for $39. It's like a $2,000 value. If you follow him and follow his page, put it in your favorites, he'll say, hey, I got this on sale. Maybe it's a holiday or something. You say, I'm doing my introductory course for $39. Here's a guy that was in prison. That man was in prison, came out, had a good job, started doing investments. If you need somewhere to start, there's resources. Follow Earn Your Leisure, follow Wall Street Trapper, follow Tall Guy Tycoon. All these are ways to start investing your money. Max out your 401k. Get you an insurance policy where you can max out the money without it becoming an investment module. I know that what's the lady's name? Oprah does that. She has all these hundreds of thousands of insurance policies where she can invest the money into it, and she keeps it right under the federal limit where she can get taxed, and then she pulls it out right before the money is due, and so she grows her money basically for free. There's so many ways to make money. We just had to be taught because, we're black, so we didn't get a lot of this. Most of
Nobody
us
just teaching
didn't get all
us.
this stuff.
Hey, I got
Yeah,
a question for all y'all.
that's because of this systematic racism we had to deal with and stuff. So that's a lot of great tips. I'm glad you dropped that money tip. Also, I will go back to health real quick, fellas. We gotta take care of our health in 2023 and 2024. We can't be out here dropping because we need us to live. Because without black men, the world ain't shit without us. So we need us. We need us to keep going, keep pushing. Yeah, go get healthy. Go see the doctor, get the checkups, but you don't have to take the prescriptions though, you know what I'm saying? You can study Dr. Sebi's tips and stuff, there are plenty of ways to kill yourself naturally instead of taking the bullshit that Big Pharma tries to push down you. So take care of yourselves. All right, fellas, another thing we gotta get to, we gotta get into empowering us men, young men, because we grew up in a generation where the men were really getting empowered, and then when men started to get some kind of empowerment. Now, I know we discussed the red pills last week, man, but they do have some things you can take from them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't all bad, They do. You got to treat the red pill like a steak. Take what you need as the meat and cut the fat and stuff. We got to talk about why is there not a lot of men empowerment for men?
I think we're just kind of expected, just like we just talked about at the beginning of this topic, right? It's Men's Health Month. Who knew it was Men's Health Month? I didn't. It's all about another group.
Hey, dog.
No. I'm not trying to say that disrespectful. I'm just saying
something about that. I was just about to say, how many? Look,
because you look, how many corporations are supporting the other group? I don't see no corporation talking about no major entity. Facebook, these other major, large, multinational, global entities. None of them talking about men's health.
Because we don't buy no products, man. We don't go buy jewelry. We don't go buy flags. We don't go buy. We don't satiate the market unless it's for Bud Light or something like that. And even then, they want to tell us about the trans and the gays and all that stuff. So it's a game of where's the money at. And so the money is more in pride, and it's not in prostates. You know what I mean? The money is in pride, not prostates. And so when you look at it from that perspective, there's no way.
That was very smooth. How the hell?
Yeah. My bad. I write music. That's my job. I'm required. Yeah, like the shit is annoying because it's like it's most annoying because I would really prefer if it was an even playing field. And the stuff that mainly guys consume, which will probably be beer, probably sports, I want them to talk about, men's empowerment. Get your health check, get your colon check, blah, blah, blah. Drink your water, do your fast. No company will ever tell you about a fast. I think all of us in this room know why. And they will not talk about it because it means thousands of dollars out of the company's pockets. So there's no money in taking care of us. We got to take care of ourselves. And that's where Red Pill, that's where guys like us, the five of us, all come in. That's where we have to come in and kind of help everybody out.
That reminds me of something.
Everything you said is straight facts, man.
That reminds me of something. Tim, I think Tim might be the closest, but black men, speaking of Men's Health Month, when you hit the big 40, guess what you got to go get?
The colon joint.
Oh yeah,
the colon.
I remember when my dad called me. One year, my dad called me. No, it was in 2020, and he called me after they did the prostate exam. He was telling me all this stuff. He's like, make sure you're doing this, make sure you're eating this, make sure you're doing this, because when they do that exam, it's gonna get very real. So you got to be prepared, and all of us got to take it when we hit the big 40, and it's coming faster than we think.
Man.
So we need to be prepared. If nothing else, we need to be straight so that when we take that exam, we ain't got to take it for a while. You feel me?
Yes, we're gonna try to be straight.
I'm probably still gonna get it regardless, man. But the idea of that shit, man, we all know what time it is. I don't want that shit, dog.
You know what, man?
I don't want it, but I know I gotta get it.
By the time it's our time to get it, maybe they would improve the technology, you know what I'm saying? But You never know. Marco,
My
what
mother,
do you think
look,
about men's
I was
empowerment?
I was talking about my mother with that shit. I was like, man, I don't want that man. What the fuck? I said, how do they do it? She told me. I was like, come on, man. Like, I said, can I at least be sleep, like knocked out?
Nope.
Oh, come on, man. I
Nope.
don't.
See, now I got to do my story online. I got to go talk my story online because this is an amazing topic that we talking about right here. I really forgot, if not, did not even know that this was Men's Health Month this month. I'm gonna talk about that on my on my page today when we
Listen,
get off of here.
yes,
I'm about to
we
talk
definitely
about
got to
that.
talk about men's health, but also we got to talk about empowerment for men. Like we got
Shit.
to empower each other, and also we got to give more of a following to the men that are empowering other men, that are encouraging other men. Because
Take a
back
look
in
at
the
my
day, we
show on
had the
Saturday. I
preacher man
promise
and
you, that's what
stuff.
I got.
Hold on.
Sorry.
We gotta encourage us because we all we got, you know what I'm saying? We gotta encourage us. So we gotta shout out to the motivational speakers that do be encouragement because the preacher man back in the day be telling them to leave that woman, leave that man and stuff. You don't need that man. And then Steve Harvey, he got the book, Act Like a Lady, but Think Like a Man and stuff. But nobody did that for us. We gotta be our own encouragement, we gotta be our own motivation. Like, how do y'all feel about that, fellas?
I mean,
You mind real quick, Bugs? You mind real quick if I take over real quick? So every Saturday, I make sure I speak to everybody that I talk to. These are mine. These are staying with me. Every Saturday, I make sure I talk to my people about excellence and the idea of being better than you were the week prior. So every week, I'm getting on there, assumedly better than I was before, or at least as good as I was the week prior. Because obviously, week to week, you're not always going to be excelling. You're going to mess around and hit a glass ceiling at some point. As men, if I can get everybody to kind of embody for themselves what I'm doing, traveling to different states and locations to do my show live in the middle of the street. If I can do that, if I can inspire somebody else to chase their own dream the way I'm chasing mine, I'm not going to be on a stadium anytime soon, at least as far as I can tell. But what I can do is show y'all that, look, despite the fact that that's my dream up there, here's how I'm laying down the foundation for it now. If I can give men that level of motivation through my shows and everything like that, that's the motivation that I contribute to men every single week and every day that I'm speaking on my platform. So yeah, my bad, Books. Go ahead.
That's real.
what I was gonna say is I follow a page on IG called Black Men Heal. Okay, to
Mhm.
me, that's men's empowerment, right? Obviously, it's geared toward black men. Um, I think that as men, we get this lone wolf mentality, and we get so used to being in
Yes.
our daily routine, and it can be very uncomfortable for us to reach out to other men and share certain things with those men because we haven't established those parameters and those relationships. But if we don't, then when we're in a place where we absolutely need those people, right? They're not there because we didn't establish those relationships. And I understand that there's a risk involved, but we have to take the initiative like we always do as men. We got to reach out. Like I know where I live, there's 100 black men of Tampa Bay that's in my local area. It's a men's excellence group. There's some other groups that I follow as well. Maybe you don't have time to join them all. That's fine. All of us have to work and take care of what we have to take care of. But join one of these organizations, go to one of their meetings, put it into Google. Let Google do the work for you. I think we have to show initiative when it comes to our empowerment because no, it's not going to be popular on social media for there to be men's empowerment. It's just not. That's not the prerogative. That's not the agenda that's being shown.
Not
But I
enough
think if we
money.
show the initiative, it is available. I know, Marco's in ATL still, I believe. So I
Yes,
know that
sir.
there's tons of programs for men probably in ATL. So, I think we have to look for it. We have to look for the things that we need. We can't wait till it's too late to do it. We got to do it now while it's uncomfortable so that later on it's a benefit to us.
No doubt. Let
Yes.
the church say.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
man.
Yes, we have to do all of these things
Amen. Amen.
because we make the shit go round. You know what I'm saying? They look at us to lead and stuff. We're the leaders of the household. Don't let nobody tell you different. We are the leaders of the household. We're the captains of everything. Everything starts with us. You know what I'm saying? They need us in leadership. You know, that's why the government worked so hard back in the days to take us out of
the home, exactly.
out of the homes and stuff because they knew that with the black man as the lead, man, we were fucking shit up. So we need to get back to encouraging our brothers and stuff to be fucking shit up, you know, in a good way. Because I know Marco wants to burn everything down, which I don't blame him because he's like, I want to burn everything down too. So,
I mean, go ahead, Marco.
You still do?
I do. I think I don't know. I just strongly dislike people that are not black descent. Yeah, the white people taking over. They're not like. We all talk about the unity and justice for all. This country is trash. It's like black, white. It's more like this and that, and like we are not collectively coming together. So I feel like everybody is doing their own thing. But to bring it back in a full circle, I also think that we are doing the empowerment of men. Like Victor, I commend you for doing this men's only round every month for 5 seasons and getting men on here to share their experience and doing all this shit. So we talk about like other companies not being empowerment for men's health, but we are doing the work that we are blessed with. So
no doubt. Hey, let me ask y'all this question, dude. This is a random question. I just looked at my kitchen and I just say something. Do anybody in here eat oodles and noodles?
Man, after what I learned about them, I said I haven't had one since college.
Learned about what food is it again?
Hold on, real quick. What you learn about them?
I heard that they're very toxic. They got a lot of sodium in there. They're packed with sodium.
Yeah, no doubt.
What food?
No doubt.
What food were you talking about again?
I said oodles and noodles.
Well, ramen. Okay.
So look, cause I was thinking about it, right? Cause I was like, all this shit is hot water with the sauce pack in it.
Add your turmeric to it. Turmeric and cayenne pepper. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't eat it as much anymore, but
man, I wish I would have turmeric and cayenne pepper back when I was in college, because back when I was in college, that's all we could afford: oodles and noodles.
Yeah.
Man, oodles and noodles are cheat meal though, man. Like when you don't feel like making nothing big, man, you just go in the microwave real quick.
That's struggle food.
Y'all got all these where y'all live?
All these food stores? Yeah.
All these has a lot of healthy snacks.
For real.
All these they have like a it's like a brown rice crisp. It's very low salt, low fat, low cholesterol. They taste good. I'm saying it's got some seasoning on it.
Yeah.
You need like a serving size of those, man. It could take care of that craving for like that kind of like that salty, savory taste that you want to get. But of course, you don't want to give yourself 3,000% of the daily value of salt. You know what I'm saying? Like, huh?
How y'all feel about shopping at, like, y'all know how they be coming out with all these different grocery stores and shit? Like, how y'all feel about shopping at all these different new grocery stores? Like when I know when I was growing up, the basic grocery stores was Safeway, Giant, Shoppers.
Where do you live at again?
He lives in DC.
I'm in DMV. But that's when I was growing up. I was born in 87. I grew up through the 90s and the 2000s and shit like that. Now, when I became an adult, that's when they started coming out with shit like Wegmans and Aldi's and
Kroger.
What's that store you said? Kroger. I'm not sure.
Kroger.
I'm not sure if that's in certain areas, but that store. Then you got stores like Price Right. I don't know if y'all got a Price Right somewhere, but that's another store. How y'all feel about shopping at all these different stores? Because y'all know different grocery stores have different, like, things. Like you may go to one store and buy some cereal, but the cereal not the same at Aldi's like it is at Price Right, or like Shoppers like it is at Kroger's. Like, I don't know.
It's like a knockoff.
it
Right.
depends on your budget. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for
Yeah.
me, if I have a good budget, I'll go to either Sprouts or Whole Foods. But if my budget ain't right, then sometimes I might hit up Walmart or Publix or Aldi's. You know what I'm saying? Because shit's expensive nowadays.
So to me, I mean, I think the more grocery stores, the better. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dirty South, we got Publix. You know what I'm saying? At the top, Winn Dixie, they done fell off. You know what I'm saying?
I
We used to
can't
have
think
Food
last time I
Lion back
went
in the
inside of
day.
Winn Dixie.
Yeah. But Publix and Whole Foods pretty much at the top of our food chain. At least it is here in Florida. I think having more grocery stores is good though. Because growing up, like when I became older, I went back, everybody grew up in and realized that we just didn't have that many grocery stores in our neighborhood. So now the place I live now, they have more access to fresh foods, organic foods, and stuff like that. The more is better. All the stuff they put in our food on purpose to make us sick for the medical industry to boost them up or whatever. Yeah, I want more stores. I absolutely want more grocery stores.
So do y'all think? So do y'all think they really out here trying to kill us?
Yes.
Slowly,
Now,
but here's the thing: slowly.
So
Look.
look. I
listen,
want to be.
depopulation is a thing.
So look. I want to be careful though because I want to be careful with the choice of words I say on here because I felt like that's going to go in a different
Let me
direction.
squeeze the dollars out of you before you die. That's all they want to do. You want to talk about pharmaceuticals? They want to get you sick first.
I just want to stay away as far as possible from like government talk and conspiracy talk.
Yeah.
But I've heard before like that things are put in food on purpose. That's all I would say.
Yes.
And it's not people, it's black people.
Yeah.
I think it's everybody. I don't think it's just black people.
But black
So
people
I
are the
think-
only ones buying food though.
Yeah,
let me say it like this.
See, black people are suffering from it because we're not educated about it. The other communities
And-
have been educated about it.
Thank you.
And
There you go.
we don't have the budget. We don't have the budget to fix it outright. Look at Magic Johnson with the AIDS. He got the budget to fix his AIDS. If one of us caught AIDS, it's going to be real difficult for us to heal it on our own.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna close it on this. But if you get AIDS, I'm gonna tell you to take your ass to Honduras and go see Dr. Stebby's clinic. Go to Dr.
There we go.
Honduras. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? I will close the episode with this. I want to thank you fellas for joining me on the men's only round. I appreciate y'all for coming on, you know what I'm saying? Also, I'm gonna spoil something for season 6. I'm gonna talk to Marco and Juggy about it. But season 6 will open with a men's only round. That's what I'm thinking. So
Nice.
The season 6 premiere will be a men's only round episode. I gotta get with Don, Marco, and Juggy, and anyone else that want to come on because that might be in person as well. I might talk to them. We'll work that out.
Reach out to me if it's gonna be in person. I like my in-person podcast.
So if y'all want to come on down to Florida, if any men hearing this, y'all want to come on down to Florida, y'all let me know. I'll talk to, like I said, Don. If you listen to this, I'll talk to him. But shout out to all the fellas to join us right now. All right, fellas, tell the people where they can find you at. Go ahead, Marco.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for listening to this episode. Marco the Prince here. You can follow me on IG and the Twitter at Marco the Prince. Make sure you check out the podcast because we coming hard and strong.
Tim, I want to thank you for making your first appearance on Liquor Talk. I hope you enjoyed the experience, man. I hope you definitely have us on your podcast as well. We'll definitely come through for you. Where can the people find you at?
Hey, listen, y'all can find me on Instagram at Real Talk with Tim, Twitter, RTWT Podcast. Y'all can find me on TikTok if you on there, Real Talk with Tim Podcast. And yeah, man, like I said, I'm in season 5. It's almost over. It's almost a wrap. I'm open to working with different guests. Like I said,
I gotta check you out.
Like I said, I talk about anything about love, anything about life, anything about relationships. And when I say relationships, I don't mean the the lovey-dovey shit. It could be about families, it could be about friendships, it could be anything under that umbrella. But yeah, check me out. Like I said, Instagram, Real Talk with Tim, Twitter, RTWT Podcast.
All right, Jug, how can the people get a hold of you? Because we know you got the Book of Clarity coming out.
Yes, sir. Book of Clarity on TikTok. Just search Book of Clarity right here, like you see on your screen, or on YouTube, Book of Clarity. All things having to do with how politics affects every single part of your life. You don't believe me? Check out my channel so I can prove it to you.
That's dope. That's dope.
My
Cudjoe,
man.
yes. Cudjoe, shout out to you, man. You on this podcast with us and you at work, man. You are the real MVP, man. You know what I'm saying? Because people use working as an excuse not to get on a podcast, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. You are the real MVP. I see you over here doing your cable and stuff over here while dropping dimes and stuff. Where can the people find your show at, man?
Every single Saturday, 7 p.m. I don't know. July schedule is up in the air. I know for a fact we're going to be in Athens, Ohio for the most part. But right now, Cudjoe the Excellence at The Real Cudjoe, Cudjoe. Hopefully they'll get the spelling here when they come back and watch this. Every Saturday, 7 p.m., Night of Excellence. Cudjoe the Excellence holds it down. The most caffeinated hour of your entire Saturday night. We have questions of the week. I'm probably going to ask this question this week. Did y'all know it was Health Week? Did y'all know it was Health Month? Excuse me. Men's Health Month? I'm pretty sure most of my fans ain't going to know. I can't wait to catch y'all back again here on Liquor Talk. It's been such a pleasure being here.
Yes, I want to thank you all. Thank you to everybody that was listening for the season. There's one episode left, and that's the Lord, y'all pray for me. It's going to be the adult round, you know what I'm saying? Where it's going to be a nasty episode where it's going to be talking about some sex. So, hey, listen, y'all pray for me on that. Juggy, them same ladies that grilled you, they're coming back on. So, you know, that's how we're going to close season 5 of Liquor Talk. I want to thank everybody. Thank you for everybody tuning in. This was definitely a great fan appreciation round, the last men's only round for season 5. Until next time, we out this motherfucker. Men, get ready for season 6 because season 6 is coming in September. But until then, we got one episode left, ladies and gentlemen. One episode left. Until then, we out this thing, y'all. Deuces.
Hey.